Anyways, like we were saying before.
During the call.
Yes. Hold on. Let me actually post this to socials before we start blabbering. But
Yeah, well,
anyways, if you were curious, we have over 262 views on my Castlevania Nocturne review.
Good job,
So
Witch.
that's,
Good job. Shout
I
out to Witch
know.
and the guest, you know?
Yeah. Like literally one of my guests, I had my iPad open and just playing her voice notes from my phone, like from my iPad to my phone. That's how we did it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we did it. So technically,
Well,
I don't know if you put their socials in, but I sent them all to you, Jake.
I
But
was busy. But you know what? I got time now.
yeah, you can just copy paste them all and just put them in the comments later. I mean,
Yeah.
not in the
Oh,
comments,
and
in the
I
later.
was about to say, I don't think anyone's gonna. I mean, yeah, okay. I'll put them in the comments. I can do
Just
that
put them in the description.
Yeah.
And now on the comic Phanatic Twitter, I've been getting Castlevania stuff and also cats. I also
Cats?
get and Pokemon. I get a lot of Pokemon on here too because we don't really follow a lot of people.
That is true. But
So yeah, I've been getting a lot of cats and Castlevania recently, and like stuff from other stuff.
stuff? What kind of stuff we talking about?
Just like random memes or whatever, like movie stuff, game stuff sometimes.
Yo, I just
Stuff from my main Twitter that's on my timeline that goes on to here. So
I was trying to talk for the first couple of minutes, only to realize I still have myself muted. I'm like, oh, that's why you
Dang,
guys
bro.
are responding. Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
Kirk, did you kind of being quiet? Awesome.
for
That's
once,
unusual,
Mhm.
But okay, yeah. I feel like I was gonna say something, but I forgot. So if you guys want, we could just get started.
I mean, I wouldn't be
So,
opposed.
Christian,
I'm
how
just
you
looking
feel
for.
about Xavier? How you feel about Xavier retcon?
Oh, we'll get to that tomorrow if you read that book, Austin.
No, I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll tell you why after the thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha, no problem. Well,
Everybody's got something they want to say after the thing. Holy shit!
No,
dang.
two things that are going to be said after this.
Well, Xavier, I'll say this, man. Marvel, you really did a number to make him an unlikable character, I gotta say, over the past
That's a
couple
fact.
of years. Yeah, like,
That's a fact.
Hey,
what's up with that? You guys are making a villain out of
because they're
Xavier,
trying to make
but
Scott more likable, and he's becoming more likable. So
but I just kind of find that funny that you're making Xavier out to be unlikable, but at the same time you're upping Magneto to being more on the good side. I'm like, what? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, because people in modern day are more sympathetic to Magneto, which I feel like
I
just shows the X-Men is not a good story. I'm just saying it.
the X-Men are a gang, and I love them for that.
Mm.
Anyways, I'm trying to draw a rainbow on this sticker, so give me a second to.
just saying, we need more Sentinels out on the street, audience. If you've been reading the modern day Sentinel story, you know, hey.
No one cares about the Sentinel book.
Yeah, hey,
I like that
You
it
know,
exists.
they're making sure the bad mutants are put away. You know.
I like that they
So,
Paper
exist.
Tooth was already killed. Okay, he was killed off panel. We're like halfway there.
Well,
oh, you were saying something, Jake?
I said I like that they exist.
Mm-hmm.
the book's selling pretty well.
It is. Nobody was expecting that. So yay to the Sentinels. You know. Mm-hmm.
But
All right. So I guess with that, let's just get started. So welcome to Comic Fact Not Live, the news and reviews of the week. You're
Well,
here
we
with
are
me.
live.
Okay, yeah. You're here with me, Cryptid Seeker 415. You know me, Cryptid. I'm Cryptid, the unscripted, and yada yada yada. That was for a Popeye review, so
yes, you
Yeah,
should
you can't
watch our.
reuse your Popeye stuff.
You should watch our episode last Tuesday where we talked about a bunch of books. But yes, it is Jake Talonol, new and improved, and with the mic and attitude. So there you go.
Oh, my turn. Ace Comic, Bricky Wall. I'm just here.
Okay. I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and I could say a lot of things right now, but the raspberry peace tea does not taste as good as the raspberry Arizona iced tea.
Wow.
And together we form the Phanatic. We talk about the news and review
The week.
of the
Yay.
week. This is our special nights. We talk about comics and media news that pertains to the nerd world. We got a really stacked list today, and you already see some of the topics we're going to be saying in the title that we know we worked on. So you know, yeah,
I didn't work on it.
well, you know, someone did. But yeah. Without further ado, we have socials. You know, that's pretty cool, right? Witch. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we do actually. I don't know if I should give them to you. I don't know if you deserve it, but the audience deserves it, so I'm giving it to them. So
Okay.
yeah. First of all, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Our next goal is 100 subscribers. So if you want to help us get there, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Anyways,
Yeah.
you can also follow us on Twitter at Comic Fanatic 69. I wonder who made that name up. It was Jake, guys. It was Jake Encrypted. It was their idea. Okay,
I did.
just remember that. Totally not
I
me.
don't remember that. Okay.
It was totally not me. Shut up.
I
Anyways,
believe you.
if you don't want to follow the whole squad, but you just want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. Some asshole tried to hack my account but failed miserably, so we're good there, besties.
That asshole was me.
Yeah, apparently you have a email from Vietnam that we need to talk about later. But anyways, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim because, you know, I do post things on there sometimes. On my Twitter, I mostly just retweet Castlevania and also other cool stuff. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, you can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at Northstar Aria. I do try to post on there. I don't post as much on Blue Sky as I should, but we're working on it. And if you want to follow me on xiaohongshu/rednote, you can follow me on Witch of Jotun with a U this time. Ooh. If you want to find Austin, he is currently working on some movies and TV shows as the brick wall that gets broken. That's like a thing he does. He gets paid really well for it, guys. Just letting you know. Cryptid, you know where Cryptid is. He's chilling. He's doing his vibe, you know. Hey Jake.
Oh, what's up?
Where are you in the mass multiverse? Where did I put you at this time?
This time, you know, we're done with Matanui, Metro Nui, all over. We're going to Voya Nui. So
why are there so many Nuis? Why do I keep putting you in place with Nui?
Because the word Nui means island in Bionicle, you uncultured swine. Okay.
I didn't grow up with fucking Bionicle. Leave me alone.
Well, you should have.
Okay. I wasn't that kind of kid. Okay, leave me alone. Anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna be eating my chips and cheese.
There you go.
Cool. But alright then. I guess with that, let's start off with the topics, guys. Yeah, and what better way to start us off by talking about the Red Hulk's screen time rumored to be in Cap 4, you know?
Which, keep in mind, as far as I'm aware, we're talking about the Red Hulk, not Harrison Ford. Correct?
Yeah. Yep, okay. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much, Jake. So, yeah, I guess anybody who has been watching all the trailers for Cap 4 kind of notices that, like, a lot of Red Hulk scenes seem to be from one particular scene, which is likely going to be at the end of the film. And what we saw in a recent article is that the rumor is the fact that we're going to get, like, about 4 minutes of Red Hulk in this film.
Oh, 4 is different. I thought you were talking about, like, 10. I thought you were talking about, like, 10 minutes is a fight. 4 minutes is like, that man hulks out, he, like, puffs out his chest and then, like, goes back to Harrison Ford. Like,
yeah, pretty much. Because I'm, like, thinking, wait, how fast is this fight going to be then between Sam and Red Hulk then? Like,
because if it's a Hulk fight, correct me if I'm wrong. Because, you know, I'm not big on Hulk lore besides, like, maybe 1 or 2 characters. Yeah. But it usually takes a while to take down a Hulk, right? Like, depending on
it usually takes an Avengers team, but, you know.
Or, like, a very specific group of characters that can survive a hit from the Hulk, yes.
Yeah,
But
pretty
Or
much.
just the
unfortunately,
Hulk.
guys,
The way y'all
we
ignored
don't have
him in that
Sasquatch or
conversation.
Colossus to get punched by the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying something, Austin?
Y'all was naming all these people besides, just the Hulk who usually beat these villains.
Yeah, but he's not going to be here. So
Yeah.
we excluded him
He
from
can be, though.
the top. He
Yeah.
should be.
He's more likely than everyone else y'all just named.
It's true, but he should be
All
here.
right.
But he's not. So we have to count on people who might be here. Okay.
Mhm. So yeah, what makes this sound like it's going to be another detriment to the film that people are going to be complaining about this is you gotta realize they put a lot of marketing into Red Hulk for this movie. Like between the posters, between the promotions, the trailers, all for like what 4 minutes of entertainment. Like dang,
Yeah, like I
you
said,
guys
if it's
were
just as long, if it's as long as the Emil Blonsky fight, then who cares? But if it's gonna be 4 minutes, that's a different problem.
Yeah. What is Sam just gonna get KO'd that fast or something, man? Like,
No,
come on,
he's gonna
somebody's
KO the
do that.
Hulk. What are you
What?
talking
Yeah,
about?
but if
Realistically,
Sam
would not make
loses,
sense.
if Sam loses, then he loses all credibility he even could have had as Captain America. He has to win the fight, one way or another.
Yeah. Can he win it in
But I
4
think,
minutes?
in my opinion, okay,
Yeah.
I think the fight should last longer than 4 minutes if you want Sam to win reasonably.
Yeah. And especially since Sam's fight with the Hulk is probably going to be the A fight of the movie, because hey, now that it's officially been confirmed that the Serpent Society isn't going to be in here, I'm like, okay, so what are top tier fight scenes are going to be in this movie then?
This does line up with everyone complaining that the fights aren't that good in this one. So
Yeah, which is sad because when you think of Captain America movies, they tend to have an excellent fight sequence. I mean,
Yeah,
to this day, to this day, people still look back at the elevator fight scene Cap had. That was an intense one.
yeah.
Here though, so for the majority of the film, I guess Sam Wilson's just going to be fighting cannon fodder agents.
I mean, was
And
that?
Jets.
No, yeah, there we go. I was like, that doesn't seem true.
Okay, cannon fodder jets then, really.
Yes,
Which is really sad now. Now that I think about it, because at least Captain America. In all the other Captain America films, you kind of had like a roster of villains and big name characters you had to fight against. And
except for the first one. Except for the first one. First one's the exception.
He had Red Skull.
No, but he had the one. But he's saying multiple. Well, unless if I'm mistaken, you said multiple villains. You're talking about
multiple villains.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Zola was there. Zola was there.
Oh, he was. I forgot he was in that movie.
Yeah, but he didn't fight him. He didn't go against him. He was in the background.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, Zola was there too. I'm just saying you have like some villains with names in that film going against Cap. Here in this film, okay, so you have Red Hulk and you have the leader. The leader ain't gonna be doing any fight sequences. Come on,
Well, I think that's his Red Skull, and one is his Zola. All right, there you go. There you go.
If you have to scrape the bottom of the barrel to get that comparison, I guess. So,
I don't think it's damning that Sam has only like one major villain to fight if like the fight is interesting. The problem is we're not even sure the fights are good. That's what the real fear. Like Cap can fight like a whole movie of fodder people if like the antagonists behind the scenes are interesting and the movie itself is interesting. But those fights also got to be cool too, because you also have to keep in mind we need Sam to be in the final battle of this saga, and people need to believe that he can stand toe to toe with like Spiderman, who he lost to more or less than the person they fought.
It was not a KO, man. As I recall, Sam had Red Wing take Spider-Man out of that fight.
That was after Spider-Man no-diffed him and Bucky. I'm just saying. And then like he got caught, and then Spider-Man said, I don't want to fight him anymore. So he just kind of moved on.
And they both continued to fight afterwards.
He just knocked him through the window, then he started fighting a giant man.
Yeah, so
and then Sam Wilson came and fought Iron Man. All right.
Let me ask you this. Based on how that fight was going, do you think if he was no diffing Bucky, do you think Sam at that point stood a chance? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But there's some good news for this movie. I found out. Apparently, the budget is not as high as we thought. Apparently, nope. It came out. It's around 200 million, which is no different than Guardians. That came out. It's no different than.
Yeah, I would say that is believable with the low amount of fights and stuff.
Yeah,
because we also didn't know how much that we did
less
with
CGI money that you would use.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just trying to factor in all the reshoots that they had, and they had to bring in John Leguizamo for additional scenes into this film too. He had to get paid for that.
Those reshoots might have been as expensive as people thought, or it just might have been overhyped by the internet, as far as we're aware. But I'm just looking by what I'm seeing here. 200 million for comparison for the audience. That's Guardians 3, Black Panther 2, Avengers is higher than that. This is the movies that all the movies that are Captain America is cheaper than, by the way. Spider-Man, No Way Home, Thor Ragnarok, Multiverse of Madness. That MCU spent more than these. Actually, I'm sorry. Thor Ragnarok is less than Cap 4. It's in between Thor Ragnarok and Doctor Strange 2. So that's the amount of money we're spending. So
at this point, the best I could hope for this film was just breaking even. So that was my original mindset going into this film, before all the reshoots and all the controversies, this and that were happening. If this film could make 600 million, I'll be happy enough.
600 million is a profit. That's not breaking even. That's a profit for this film.
Yeah,
because it's 200 million. So
Okay. We'll see. Let's hope for the best. I never wanted to be more wrong about a prediction than I am with this. So
I think the marketing. I think that the Red Hulk fight would have to be so disappointing to stop this from making a profit. I think it will probably break even easy. I think I could be wrong though. I just think that the profit thing is gonna be like, how disappointing is that Red Hulk fight? I think that's gonna tell you if it's gonna make a lot of money or not. So
yeah. We'll see what happens.
You know what's crazy? Ant-Man had a longer fight with Kang than what we're hearing. It's Red Hulk versus Thanos.
Oh my god.
So,
I mean, they're just two regular people at the end of the day. So
Nah, Kang's an Avengers level threat. What you talking about?
That should have been a Kang versus Captain America moment. What was he doing fighting against Ant-Man to the death like that?
He did it in the comics.
So did Kang versus Captain America, man. All right.
Yeah, but listen, Stan's fighting higher beings. He's fighting a Hulk. Okay. All right. Understand? He's fighting a Patriot. So.
Hey, guess what, besties? Incoming news. We are not getting an Agatha All Along or a WandaVision season 2.
I thought they both ended conclusively. Yeah, they ended conclusively. I thought the next thing that would be in that saga is like the Vision Quest one.
That was the thing that always been said.
Less cultural appropriation and ethnic erasure. Yay!
But which they were never gonna do a sequel to those. Those kind of inconclusively. The only one that they would do is like Vision. Those are
regardless, we're still not getting it. Yay to all those delusional ass people.
Yeah, just spiritually continue on with Vision's quest. Agatha, I'm pretty sure everybody was already surprised enough to hear that I was getting a show to begin with. So season 2 just kind of seemed like, come on, what are you doing?
I was more surprised to hear, and I haven't seen it. Apparently, it's a good show. That's what I keep hearing from people. So
what show?
Agatha.
I refuse to watch it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
We know.
I mean, I do just want to watch it just for Death. I felt like what's her name, the girl from Parks and Recreation.
Audrey Plaza.
Audrey, her. I feel like she was a good choice to play the embodiment of Death. I kind of want to see her meet up with Deadpool sometime in the future. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It can happen.
I did like the fact that they did keep the whole kiss of death intact. Yeah, if you kiss death, you're officially dead. You're not coming back. Right. There's no like get out of jail free card or that. So what happened to Agatha?
What if you?
She's a ghost.
What if you high five death?
Well, it's not the same as kissing death.
Okay, I
Yeah,
just
it
want to
wasn't
make
a
sure.
Family Guy. We're just touching
Yeah,
death kills you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta swap saliva to
Uh,
for death to kill you.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
No,
at
it's
least
like
that's
the
how it
poison
was.
ivy from the movie thing, specifically like the lips.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, at least that's the way it's always been implied in the comics. When it comes to embracing Mistress Death,
Hmm.
it's a kiss that kills you.
Hmm.
Which, unless you could give another example of that, like I know you're familiar with the iconic scene between Death and Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I know that scene. Thanos
Yeah.
was there, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it wasn't like, hey, let me just poke you in the head. No, it was a full-on smack to the lips.
Hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
Also, Deadpool had a thing with death as well, so Thanos was like, "Fuck you! I curse you with immortality, you son of a bitch."
I recall that very vividly. And unfortunately, well, Thanos just kind of had to wait for Deadpool to kind of screw that up. Yeah, Deadpool loved Death so much, he tried everything he could to reunite with her, by attempting to unalive himself a bunch of times. But after a while, the passion just went out in that relationship. And before you knew it, Deadpool was that you know that spouse that's just at home all day in your sofa eating chips, watching TV, making a mess of things, and you're just coming back home like, hey, what'd you do all day? Come on. I'm out there working, busting my chops off, and you're here mooching on my food. Come on.
Well,
You know?
well, you know how it is.
Mhm.
Hey, I have back problems. I can't always be outside. Okay,
Right.
if I'm on my
Yep,
feet for
yep.
hours on end, my back's gonna be hurting, and it's
Yep.
not gonna be pretty. Oh my god,
There
sorry.
you
That
go.
my O was not regarding to this conversation. It was about something
Oh,
else.
okay.
All
Gotcha,
right. Well, if
gotcha.
that's the case, we
But
can go on to the next one. Right?
all right. Yeah. Let's go on to the next one.
Okay.
Who wants to announce this one?
Doctor Strange will not be in Avengers Doomsday. Oh no.
No. Yeah, but he'll be in the follow-up
Yeah,
story.
that's yeah.
To be fair, he didn't say he wouldn't be in Doomsday. He said
Yeah,
Doctor
he just
Strange
said
was
that
not.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
still
So
think they're doing the Secret War
evil.
thing where evil Doctor Strange was like his his second in command and stuff. It's just not gonna be our Doctor
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
that
it
could be
seems
one
like
way to
we're
look
gearing
at
up
it.
for like an evil event. Maybe we call them the Cabal. Mm? Mm?
But
Mm.
that doesn't have much of a selling pitch to it, man. The
Yeah.
Cabal.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
It
like
doesn't
it.
need
I
to
remember.
really have, but it's better than them calling the Dark Avengers. They don't
Yeah,
really need to
no,
have one.
kind of fucking lame, man.
Also, they can't use the ball. I don't know if you remember, but it was like racial ties to that with Jews or something. They used to
Oh,
piss people off.
that must have been before Avengers Assemble did it. So it must have been after that when they
I
It
know
was
started
that
doing that.
people don't care until like now. So it was way after
Right. Okay.
when people were, oh, this has
fun,
ties to
fun.
racist or mean stuff from back here.
Okay.
Wow.
Exactly.
So funny you should mention that because I remember when I watched the first few episodes of Avengers Assemble, right? Red Skull of all people is the one who formed the team and called them the Cabal. I wonder if there's
Yeah.
some hidden meaning behind that, behind him
I don't know,
choosing
but
that
Magneto
name.
needs to find his ass and beat the shit out of him.
I feel
Yeah,
like
how come Magneto never did that, man? Come
He
on.
did it
yeah.
twice.
He did
He
do it.
did it
Oh,
twice
okay.
at
I
least.
was
He never finished the job, Witch. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
feel
come
like
on, dude.
They were
I
gonna
feel
bring
like
him back anyways, unfortunately.
anytime Red Skull comes back to life, I feel like Magneto should just be like, "Hold on a minute, I'll see you later, X-Men. I got a mission to do." And, he just
For
I
real.
got a job to
We
finish.
need
He's
we
too
need
busy
Magneto in
blaming
our real
all
life.
of humanity for Red Skull's crimes. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh,
That's true.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, the,
Honestly,
hey,
if it
let's
was up to me, when it comes to Red Skull's fate, I feel like that one time where Magneto left Red Skull in like a cold, dark room with only just like water or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. He should have just
Yeah.
stayed there.
Yeah, he put him in a bunker and set him underground
It was
where not
great.
even.
He
Yeah,
should do it
that
again. Every time
yeah
Red
that
Skull or some of his like allies come back,
yeah
put him in a
that was
bunker.
funny enough. Which that was actually one of my favorite Red Skull moments in the comics because, after Red Skull spent days in that place, he realized, oh shit, nobody's gonna be saving me. But then all of a sudden he looks at that one piece of glass in the corner and he's like, I think I found my way out. I was like, that glass is looking a lot more friendlier each day, you know? Like, ooh, unalive himself.
Regardless, I feel like Magneto should have this like sense, be like, oh,
So
like
so
I
just to
need him in the Avengers Academy book, okay?
So just to rally up the facts, we have a confirmed evil Doctor Strange. Doctor Doom, Tony Stark.
Yeah.
We have a rumored evil Captain America and a rumored. Well, no, we don't have a rumor, but we're speculating. So
We know
I'm just saying
the actors in the film.
Yes.
So we're thinking, yeah, we just get. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be new generation versus old generation Avengers. That's what I'm thinking.
And we can't have an evil Captain Marvel, Jake. Come on, really?
Is she?
But there is an evil Captain Marvel, though.
Would you count?
He just doesn't go by Captain Marvel.
Would you count Captain Marvel as an old school? I mean, she should be, but do you count her as an old school or new school Avenger, though?
She was squeezed into the old school crowd.
Yeah,
but she never she was Ms. Marvel for such a long time that it made.
We're talking about the as far as the MCU is concerned.
Oh, I thought you were talking about comics. My bad.
As far as the MCU is concerned, she was not in Phase 1. She's not an OG in Avenger.
But they did Phase 1.
I wouldn't say she forced her way. I feel like she was one of the. Hear me out on this. I feel like she didn't force her way in. I think she just kind of was in this like weird like middle stage, of new and old Avengers. If you catch my drift, does that make sense, or am I just like speaking nonsense?
The reason I'm not really saying what the Avengers counter as. I'm saying like what do the writers counter as, because like she's the reason the Avengers have a name, which is dumb, but whatever. So it's like, do they count her
as an old school Avenger? That's why she's a part of the new Avengers.
Okay. I mean, there is no new Avengers. They said there's no Avengers right now.
So. That's the whole point.
Well, if she's on the team,
you literally said the new age versus the old age.
Yeah,
what's how you think she's on right now?
That's what I'm asking. That was the whole point of the conversation. It's just to figure that out.
I know, exactly. Well, right now, she's new age. She does stuff going on.
You know, we'll see. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, she does have stuff going on. Yeah, she got stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But, you know.
Yeah, let's just...
the only one you need to ask yourself about truly is Thor.
That's a good one. Yeah, I agree. Is Thor a new Avenger? We counted, because if Doctor Strange is on the evil team, he counts as an old school, but like he still gets movies. Yeah. But is Thor old or new? That's
yes.
And then who do we have to combat Thor? Like if he's on he has to be on the good guy side.
They'll bring in Ares. They'll bring in Ares.
That's Strange is here for.
The evil one? Yeah.
Doctor Strange can fight Thanos. He can fight Thor.
No, I'm saying like, well, that's depends. Well, like I said, we're speculating, but like, we're saying Doctor Strange might be evil.
Then it's gonna be Carol.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Carol definitely will be on the good guys. Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Enough speculating. We got to figure our shit out. What?
Yeah. I mean, also another thing about like, you know, Doctor Strange not being in the Doomsday movie. Do you guys also think it's kind of like them wanting to rewrite a few things about what they originally intended to do for Doctor Strange? Because remember, the last time we saw him, right? He had a third eye and he left on an adventure with Clea.
No, I think he's still on the. I think he's still on that adventure. Yeah, he's still on that adventure. He's just not going to be back.
Nothing about that adventure would like negate Doomsday. It's all about the incursions.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And that's what Doomsday is dealing with.
Yeah.
And
he's gonna come. He's gonna come in at the final scene and be like, "Guys, you'll never believe what just fucking happened over there."
He's gonna be him in a post-credit scene, like he was in Remember, wasn't he the post-credit scene leading into Infinity War?
No. Oh! I know what you're talking about. Thor? No, I think they set him up in Thor. No,
the end credit scene of Thor Ragnarok was Thor coming over to have a conversation with Doctor Strange, I recall.
I thought that was Thanos. Wasn't that Thanos showed up?
No. The post-credit scene with Thanos pulling up on Thor now.
Yeah. I think Doctor Strange shows up because the MCU used to do that, where they used to do cameos just to show you characters were doing things so you don't forget about them. But I think we get those.
I'm pretty sure the scene where, like, I'm pretty sure the scene where Strange shows up in the park was also a post credit scene in that movie.
Maybe.
So they
Yeah,
did. They were doing that for a minute, where they were showing parts of the film as post credit scenes, like was the Civil War Bucky scene being at the end of some other movie.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
maybe.
Oh,
But yeah, you know, hopefully we'll see. I just want to show up and be like, hey guys, you don't know what's going on. It's a secret war over there.
Yeah, roll credits.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, actually, that would be on brand.
It was
That
Doctor
would-
Strange who came up with the title for what's it called?
Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah, he did come up with that. He said, "We're in the end game now."
Yeah. But all right then. Guess with that, you guys have any final thoughts before we move on?
No.
It's gonna be
Okay.
weird to be called a Secret War now, in my opinion. Like I don't understand. I don't know how you like justify that title. It's not really a secret once we find out. And I'm like, by the time it happens, like we all know it's happening. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like I never thought that was my confusion with the original Secret Wars title. Like the only one that made sense.
The original
was
it was a secret from regular people. For them, the hero just disappeared one day and then they came back.
Oh, well, maybe that's the case here.
Yeah, all the heroes are going to be disappearing from Earth and being part of this excursion event or whatever, you know?
Yeah, but like it's not really a secret thing here. So like we had already had like 5 years without heroes, really. So you know, it is back to usual, to be honest.
Right.
Gotcha.
But I wanted to bring this up. Wasn't something I can't remember. Damn, wasn't something delayed because and people speculate it's because they're retconning that.
You're talking about Armor Wars?
Yeah. Armor Wars isn't happening.
Oh, well, I mean,
Armor Wars was canceled at first too.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, they're completely reworking it because everybody hated Secret Invasion, dude. Come on, you think they want to build off of that?
So that's also why they're moving from New World Order to Brave New World. They had to cut all that scroll stuff out.
Yes, exactly. Like,
you know what's crazy? I don't think that's a reason to. Personally, as a writer, I don't think that's a reason to like cut something out. That doesn't mean your idea is bad. It just means the one that started it was. But
it's not the writer; it's Disney overall.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's also just the fact that, like, for the audiences, you're basically going to be telling them, like, okay, so you're telling me in order to understand what's going on here, we have to watch a crappy product.
You could just be like,
you see so much of. Guess what? We're following it up.
Yeah. You could just be like, hey, scrolls just started showing up after the blip. You know, we started identifying them or some shit like that. Like it doesn't have to be like a whole big thing. But
you gotta remember, like that movie has been like full scroll thing. The president declared war on aliens. He said you can go outside and just kill one and be fine.
Yeah. In fact, kill one now.
Dude, it wouldn't surprise me if they originally intended the Serpent Society to pull off that stunt from Nick Spencer's Captain America run, where you know they were going after immigrants, right? And then in this case, they originally wanted them to go after the Skrulls, because you know, I'm making an allegory with the
that
Skrulls.
actually does make sense. Yeah, I can see what.
Yeah, because remember, the Skrulls are an allegory for immigrants, even though they shapeshift and have been stealing people's lives for the past.
That's why we got
they tried to murder the president last week.
We gotta stop making people with powers allegories for people who don't have powers. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, no, I have a justifiable reason not to like you.
Hey, audience, you remember the term? Hey, they took our jobs. Well, the Skrulls, they took your lives.
Yeah, they took your lives. I think and like I said, I don't mind having a story about like, are we treating these people okay? But I just don't want it to be like, stop treating them like they're 1-to-1. I think that's my issue. Well, it's like the refusal to admit that these are actually people who are different from you. I mean, not in like personality, but in like what they can do. It's like kind of
exactly. You know, exactly. Yep. But all right, is what it is. You guys will move on now?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Austin, you want to do this one?
I guess. Daredevil's first look in friendly neighborhood Spiderman. We already knew what he looked like, so I don't know why this is a topic.
I just don't like the fact that this show is in 3D instead of 2D. Like it could have fit so much better.
You know what? I heard someone who said something.
MTV was amazing.
I heard a YouTuber that I don't normally like vibe with, but he said something that I really did like. It's like the art style doesn't matter as long as it's good and tells a story. Okay. It's like he brought up like how everything everywhere all at once has like a great scene in the movie, and it's just two rocks talking. I was like, yeah, that is true. And it's like it's not that they had the two rocks talking, it's what they did with it. And that's no different with like 2D and 3D. Like you can complain about like, yeah, I want traditional 2D, but it's like there are other forms of art than just 2D. If we limit ourselves to one form of art, we're never gonna get anywhere. So,
Yes, yeah.
But at the same time, some things just work better in certain mediums.
Everything works better if you know how to execute it.
Yeah.
I mean, Spider-Verse is 2D and 3D.
I watched the trailer for it, and it just seemed, and like clips from it, and it just seems off.
Yeah, that doesn't mean like 3D is the problem. It just means that the art they chose was the problem. That's why
I think more because the animation is kind of slow.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Like, I'm not opposed to criticisms of it. I just don't like it being that it's 3D. That's really kind of where I draw the line.
That's what people hated superhero for Dragon Ball Z. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm just guessing that they didn't really want to put much budget into the animation because remember, it's Spider-Man. It's going to sell. It's going.
Well, to be fair, Disney themselves don't. If it's not their standard cartoon stuff, they haven't really been putting money in animation since what? Owl House, I guess.
I don't think it's a money problem. I just think it's like because this is the same studio that brought you X-Men 97.
Yeah,
I think it's just more like what they wanted to do and they just didn't do it well. That's why I'm more to blame the animators on this case. That's me.
Yeah, but another reason why I wanted to bring up this topic is because I know everybody was like making commotion when it came to the Daredevil trailer, right? You saw all the masks like from different eras of that we've seen Daredevil go through, and also some masks that we never seen him wear in the adaptation so far. But I think remember, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was originally supposed to be canon, right? We saw a black mask in Daredevil's vault in the trailer, so I'm pretty sure that they originally intended to say that black mask that everybody thought was for Shadowland. Now that was going to be what he was going to be wearing in his time in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
I don't think so. I think Daredevil came after they already decided to change everything. To be honest.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess there's nothing to say that unless this episode says Peter knows Matt's identity. I guess there's nothing to say that he wouldn't be in the show because like like in No Way Home, all he saw was a dude just like catch a can. He doesn't know what that means. So I mean,
called a brick, man.
Right, he caught a brick. Yeah, my man. You caught a brick.
Yeah, no, but then you have people the same way. Like people were asking him if Vulture was selling tech on the streets of New York. Why wasn't Kingpin involved? Why doesn't if you're gonna say Kingpin was there the whole time, Kingpin definitely would take over that.
That's all.
Then it's like, well, Spider-Man working with superheroes, he didn't think to be like, oh yeah, I know Daredevil. Like the hero sells.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, Daredevil, yo, what's up? You know anything about this? No, I'll just go ask the Prowler.
We need all the help we can get. I won't call that one superhero I know who's pretty good.
Right. Unless they're gonna say like, because in the Daredevil show, did they say how long he retired in that trailer? He said he's just not doing Daredevil stuff anymore. But
I don't think so.
Even if he did, we saw him in She-Hulk, and that was right before this.
That's what I was confused about because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the other day. I was like, wait, but isn't he in She-Hulk?
It was already announced.
Let him chill.
It was already announced. It was already announced that they're not going to follow up on what happened with She-Hulk when it comes to Daredevil.
Well, maybe don't do that ending.
Yeah, no, that doesn't mean that.
No, I loved it. I don't know why
they're not following up on his relationship.
What was that, Austin?
I said, but that don't mean they're not following up that he was Daredevil in that show. Mainly, like the relationship, all the fallout of that show doesn't matter to this.
I guess. All right. But any other thoughts you guys want to make in this topic?
This show already got renewed for
like
3 seasons.
Batman, you remember you remember how Batman looked in the anime series? Yeah. Superman looked in the anime series. That was his face looked like.
I want you guys to be aware that this show already got renewed for 3 seasons.
Yeah,
it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man, right? Come on.
People just fucking.
And plus, keep in mind,
being Spider-Man doesn't really mean anything. The last one got renewed, but it was still based on people watching it.
And plus, also we gotta keep in mind, like they kind of want to keep the Disney Plus MCU lineup alive, and what are upcoming Disney Plus shows are really giving any hype, you know?
I guess. I also will add this too. They released the song for the show. I think it's called like Your Friendly Neighbor, and it's a good song. I like it. I vibe with it.
I still haven't listened to that, so
Nah, it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. I like it. Nah, it's all right.
yeah,
it's like the old theme from the 60s, but it's mixed with like a modern day rap beat. And I kind of rolled my eyes at first, but I started listening to it. I was like, nah, yeah, this is cool.
a rap beat. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was like they fused like the 60s with like rap, and I was like, this works. I like it.
Okay.
So
All right then. Okay, guys, you want to move on to the next one?
Sure.
yeah.
Okay, move on to the next one.
Did Daredevil do stuff in the daytime?
I don't think so.
He's about to learn.
Like, no, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about the Daredevil show too. I don't think we have any like real fights in him in daytime.
Yeah, because I think he likes to rely on like being a mysterious ninja. Like I think he's trying to get hit as little as possible. So
No, I get it, but it just reminds me like the old Batman joke where people are like, well, if I do crime daytime, Batman's not gonna do anything.
Austin, think of it this way: he's fighting crime in the courtrooms during the day and fighting crime on the streets at the night.
There you go. Where does he
All
find
you're
the
telling
time?
me is I can rob someone and go home, and he won't catch me because he's not gonna know I did it.
Here's my thing though. Like, where does he find the time to be a lawyer? You know what I mean? Like, you say the daytime, but that's like case research and all this other shit. Like, he's busy doing something completely different and time consuming.
No, we've heard that's what Foggy's here for as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I was like, who does that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So, but all right. Again, with that, you guys want to officially move on to the next one? So
yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, since
I'm sorry, I just had to ask that question because I see this picture of him with the moon behind him. Like, damn, I never seen him with the sun back there.
Okay, and you were asking why I brought this topic up in this picture. So, all right, Austin. So, okay, let's move on to the next one then. Okay, who wants to do the honors of this one?
Oh, did we talk about this?
Spider-Boy that I don't care about.
Wait, didn't we talk about this?
No, we talked about this comic, but not this specifically. You only know what this topic is.
Oh, I was like, I saw the
and which we see Spider-Boy here pierced through the chest. So, do you feel happy about that?
I still don't know why they're allowing a child to be a part of all this, but whatever.
It's almost like this goes against everything Tito stands for. But we'll let it slide.
There you go. That's who I'm putting blame on. Dan Slott.
Hey, no, blame that. What's the name of the toddler Avengers? I'm blanking on her name. The one with
Champions?
No, Julia Powers or something like that. The one who could fly.
Power Pack?
Power Pack. Yeah, blame them. All right.
I'm not blaming Power Pack. They stay in their lane.
So wait, here's the difference between the Power Pack and Spider-Boy. The Power Pack didn't ask somebody to be a superhero. Okay, Spider-Boy goes to Peter, and Peter's like, "Yeah, you can do it. Whatever. Be a superhero. I'll mentor you."
Yeah, I'll train you.
Greatly irresponsible. They're just like the Power Pack just kind of got the shit and just kind of went with it. That's not their fault. That's like
at least like it was for them. This dude's by himself most of the time.
Right.
Yeah, they at least have each other.
But
their powers are literally
Amazing Spider-Man
by an equation.
Go ahead, wait.
E equals MC squared. That's literally Power Pack, by the way, if anyone was curious.
Ooh, yo, that was fire, Witch.
No,
Amazing Spider-Man introduces a major new Spidey villain set to debut in Joe Kelly's some guy I'm not pronouncing and John Ramada. I don't like that guy either. Junior's upcoming series.
Oh,
this guy here, his name's Hellgate.
Yes.
So my
actually, Jake, your picture. Can you put this up? I should have sent this earlier.
I could try. I'm on the new computer, but I'll try.
If I send you this picture, can you put it up?
Let's see. I could try.
One of us will get it.
I mean, one y'all sound reliable, please.
Hey, give me a break.
Do you want to
in general? I forgot. We got an actual picture of what he looks like outside the silhouette.
I got a story to tell. I already told Austin the story, but like, when I was growing up with the comics, my dad was like a huge comic fan, and I remember we watched Captain America 1, and Bucky, the scene where Bucky dies and everything. Like I played Ultimate Alliance, so I knew Bucky was the Winter Soldier. And so when Bucky quote unquote dies in the snow, I turned to my dad. I'm like, hi, hey dad, he's gonna be the Winter Soldier. And my dad looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about, son? Who's the Winter Soldier? And he had got out of comics at that time. And I remember when I started getting more into comics, he kept listening to me talk about all the new stuff in comics. And he was like, yeah, I got out of comics because at some point it just felt like a bunch of fan fiction.
That's what it basically is.
And I think I'm at the age where I finally understand what he's talking about, because I think I'm at the point where it's like, Jesus Christ, this is just kind of whatever. this whatever villain to me.
That's an awful mindset writers are implementing more nowadays, man. So
I mean, like it's
that's why I say you have to read comics by the run. It's a writer you like, read his run. If you don't know the writer, it's okay not to try it, because at this point, it's really hard to say what's going to be good based on like the first few issues compared to like
if you like niche characters, you're gonna have to take whatever you can. Okay.
I guess my point is when you pitch me Krypton, when you pitch Spider-Boy, I only had a problem with the premise. But when you pitch the villains like Elefino and like, all those people, I'm like, oh, that fits. And then like you get villains like these, it's like this is even like fit the theme of the Spider-Man.
This is a Dark Souls
When I first saw this, I just thought this was Ares from God of War. I mean, Ares from Marvel.
Hey, to be frank, hey guys, to be frank, this isn't a villain exclusive for Spider-Boy, right? He's going to be killing Spider-Man, Spider-Boy, Miles, and Spider-Gwen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a Spider-Man villain. His name is Hellgate. I don't think Spider-Man, when I look at this guy, I don't think like, oh, Spider-Man's fighting that guy. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a Thor villain. I might think that's a Hercules
like I said,
villain.
This is a Dark Souls character.
Right. This is like a dude out of Saint Seiya. He's trying to be in the new Saint Seiya anime, bro. Like, I don't think he's fighting Spider-Man.
Anyway, Jake should write the next Saint Seiya anime.
If I was to stretch, I'd say maybe he's
better than what we got now.
No, it's true, but I guess my point is like I don't like this guy. I like his design. I just don't like him as a Spider-Man threat. Yeah.
Okay. Here's what here's what it said in the article, right? Describing him. He's representing Spider-Man's greatest challenge in the new era. Hellgate will force Spider-Man to endure some of his most brutal battles ever, and will significantly impact the course of Peter Parker's life.
Again?
No.
He just comes in.
The reason why this guy is important isn't just because of that. So when Peter quit recently, we covered this, but we didn't go over how much Peter saw. When Peter was dying and all the other stuff over and over again, seeing all his people die, Doctor Strange only saw it a couple hundred times. Peter watched it 1,000,000 times, like over 3-something million times without letting go of the orb. So even if the other guy was killing him, he was still seeing that. And this guy was the representation. Like, this guy was a part of a lot of that, as we know.
Okay.
Like, this guy was the final image he saw that made him really quit everything. Whatever this guy is going to do, or he's coming to do, this is the guy who makes Spider-Man quit.
Oh,
so,
I have to ask, and I don't know the lore, but like, why not just bring more Lund back? Like, why make a new guy? That's kind of what I'm asking.
Because they want the first.
This guy isn't absorbing spider tools, and they don't want to involve the Spider-Verse.
I guess so. I guess my question is like, what was the point of a? Well, we'll see. We don't know the comic. I'm like, what's the point of like a new villain? I guess that I just don't like him. I won't be real with you. I just don't like the way he looks.
I know you're being racist right now.
Yeah, I kind of am. But I'm just, but put my racism aside. I'm just saying, like, can we use another spider villain? Just amp him up.
Bring him more long back. Brings back his whole race, because they're all supposed to be dead right now, and it does like all this extra stuff to just be extra. Having a new guy come in who can just physically fight Spider-Man and all his people, I think it's fine. Like it's more like the outfit is kind of weird, but but with how the way Joe Kelly is doing all this stuff, I'm sure this guy's gonna be important to some Marvel lore. Like right now, Spider-Man's fighting the people of Sidorak, which is X-Men stuff. So it's really just Spider-Man branching out in other avenues with this writer so far, it seems. So I'm kind of interested and I'm kind of not at the same time.
But Crypto will be reading it. So.
Oh, I didn't say I was going to read this.
How many bets that this guy is going to be Uncle Ben?
At this point, what else?
Place your bets for this being Gwen Stacy.
You guys remember the Tom King run?
Man.
You guys remember the Tom King run where Bruce was trying to be happy, and then like his father from another universe comes in and is like, "No, fuck you, don't be happy. I'll kill Alfred."
This is gonna be Uncle Ben corrupted by Mephisto. I'm telling you, bro. That was named Hellgate.
He's gonna be the Flashpoint Uncle Ben. He's gonna come back like, "You can't be Spider-Man anymore, Peter. It only brings pain and suffering."
No, it's
No, but yeah, Spider-Man comics are weird to me. They're in this place where it's like, damn, I wish I could like you. I really wish I could.
It's tough to get invested. It's tough to get invested in a character that Marvel's openly trying to self-sabotage at the end of the day.
Yeah, but hey, Spider-Boy speed running tropes. His next trope is death. So cool on him. Good on him.
All at the age of like 10.
But you know what? Like, no, real shit though. Like,
it was no problem for when Damian Wayne died in DC. Man, come on, he died twice.
When Damian
Wayne, people are coming around on Spider-Boy.
Yeah, I think here's my thing. Realistically, the fact that Peter saw Spider-Boy die, and if he gets back into being Spider-Man, he should go to that boy immediately. Like, give me your suit now. This is over. This is done. This is finished.
I think the problem with that is, even if you do that, which makes sense, it's going to be some stuff like, well, he's just going to go be Spider-Man when I'm not around anyway, so I can't really stop him.
Yeah, if I'm Spider-Man, I'll be like, I will whoop your ass as many times as I have to until you stop. I don't care if you're 10. I'm not letting you leave as Spider-Man.
You have to be at least the age of 18 for me to consider giving you the suit back.
Wait, I'm telling you, he's going to show up and he's going to look Spider-Man and say, if you keep being Spider-Man, I'm going to have sex with your mom. You understand?
I'm a free agent.
Fuck your mom. If you keep being Spider-Man.
I am old enough to be able
to. She will never be the same. I have superpowers. You do not understand.
And Peter will be like, I have experience with other redheads before. All right.
I want Peter to be like, take out like a picture, like a photo book, and like, look at all the women I've dated. You think I can't bag your mom right now?
Yep.
But nah, I mean, yeah, it is no, but like as far as the people coming around on Spider-Boy, like there's like because he's a solid character. It's just the premise is so dumb. That's really all. It's just the premise. That's it.
Jake, you're just itching to want to write a Spider-Boy story or direction for him. Man. I would just reveal that he's not from this timeline. I mean, the longer it goes, the more
they just made him not for the timeline, and from the jump, I think people have been okay with him. But it's like, oh, he sequenced the whole time, and for some reason they forgot his origin, and Spider-Man had to make a deal with the devil to get it back. It's like, bro, come on, that's a lot.
Gotcha. But yeah. I like how we're talking about how this is going to be the death of Spider-Boy when we also see Miles and Spider-Gwen being up in the same position.
We don't care about them. I'm glad. You may actually make a big point. I can't wait to see how he kills Miles. I want to see how that happens. How does Miles, with all his upgrades and all his superpowers and his invisibility, all that stuff, gets caught by this guy and just dog? Yeah. I want to see how he somehow does.
Honestly, if Miles falls, the rest
Peter's
of them
supposed to beat this man, how does Miles die to this guy?
If when Miles dies, that should be it. That should be like, damn, we're cooked. Like it's over.
Miles dies, Peter just packs up the suit, goes back home.
Damn. Oh wow. This is an Avengers level threat now.
Yeah.
Or this is probably one of those like cop out covers, you know, the ones like from like the Silver Age or whatever and the Bronze Age, where it just shows like a whole bunch of villains just like look defeated, but they aren't actually defeated in the book. It might be one of those covers.
Okay.
No. To be fair, it kind of is. This is from the image of the future that Peter saw where they died, but this is the villain that does it. So when this guy shows up, this is going to be image that comes so people realize where he's from.
Can we get like because Peter's seen Gwen die so many times? Can we just get like a moment where like Gwen just dies again, and like Peter just looks at her, and he's like, "Damn, happened again." Fuck. All right, just move on. Just goes about his day.
Gotcha. But all right. Well, we could count on Austin to be talking about this when this issue comes out. So
Cryptid. This is gonna be a
funny. I'm looking at
collector's
this guy, and when you look at this image here, he looks like Ancient Gear Golem from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Cryptid, you have to
like before they revealed a monster form, he first came out the ground. That would look like in GX.
Cryptid, when they do the Spider-Boy show,
it's the gladiator from Beyblade, Julian's one.
I see it. Okay. Cryptid, when they do the Spider-Boy show and they bring this character in, you need to have the issue where he dies. So you have to read it. Like it's the law.
Hey, dude, I'm already.
You have to at least buy it.
Cryptid.
I'm already gonna buy Legends figures, guys. You know, Spider-Boy.
That's not collector's.
Just at least read it online first, and if you like it, then buy it. That's what I do.
That's what I do.
You know, I don't do the whole reading online thing. You know that.
Don't come crying to me when you can't get this issue.
How about this, Cryptid? When Spider-Boy shows up and Spidey and his amazing friends, you have to watch that episode with us.
That's true. That's true.
I will. I mean, I already have the Spider-Boy pop figure. Yeah, he's that big, audience. He
does not have a pop figure.
Wait. Yes, because it's Spider-Boy. Because it's Spider-Boy in that show, he has to be like a 3-year-old. Like the rest of like 5, he has to be like 3. Like he has to barely be able to walk and shit. Like that's what they got.
There you go.
Cryptid, send me a picture of your Spider-Boy Funko Pop, and then we can have a discussion.
Which I literally have it with me.
I just looked it up. I just looked it up. He has one. It's $10.
Yes, he's that big.
You're telling me
that we would not have Funko Pop, Marvel Legends, and something else over here. I can't figure out what it is.
I want to add.
I don't trust you guys.
I want to add one more thing. If Miles Morales or Peter Parker get another show,
it would just has a 2.6 out of 5 though.
we ran the experiment with Marvel Spider-Man that it's kind of weird when Peter has like 4 different sidekicks or partners at the same time. They're like spider themed. So like if we reboot Peter again or Miles gets his own TV show and he has to get Peter stick with Peter. Peter gets a show. Do we either choose Miles or do we try Spider-Boy out for the next
keep Miles.
You do Spider-Boy and then you have Miles show up later, but not in the same city. I don't think everyone should be in New York. I think that's the worst thing about it all.
I'm sure it could be written well. I only see like Peter getting one. I think Peter should just get like 1 per show. That's why I personally.
No, I'm not saying Miles be his like thing. I'm saying if another Spider-Man has to show up, it'll be Miles. It don't have the same city.
Okay. Yeah.
He can be like inspired by Peter, but not Peter.
Since you guys brought up Spidey and his amazing friends, I just need to remind the audience that they decided to name, to give Miles his own like code name, right? And it would have made sense if it would like actually like fit, but they decided to name him Spin because of a move that he made in like a short.
Yeah, he did the spin kick. He's like, yeah, call me Spin.
I think it was with 2 N's, right? Spin with 2 N's.
What is wrong with Shadow Spider? I gotta say,
because we had
Ghost Spider with a Y and 2 N's.
No.
Yeah, and then I think it was you, Austin, who had like a full-on crash out moment. I think it was either you or Tony. I can't remember.
If we were watching Spidey and his amazing friends, if it was watching Spidey and Amazing Friends, it was probably Austin because Tony was probably not paying attention if he was there.
Yeah,
no, because remember Jake, it was after a movie night and we decided to watch like a bunch of the shorts.
I know, but
and we were like, this Tony Rhino guy's an
asshole. No, that was me.
Yeah, because Tony would not be paying attention to that, but yeah.
You know what, Jake? We have to get back on that. We got to watch more episodes of Spidey and his amazing friends. That was a great bonding session with you. We need to do that more.
Well, we'll bring it back.
One day.
Also, I just sent you a picture of the Spider-Boy Funko Pop I have. So, boo, yeah.
I'm just saying, I have the Marvel Funko. So I'm living my best life, okay?
Jake.
I have like multiple Marvel stuff.
What's up?
Jake, what you do is, instead of giving Bailey his own unique mom and all that other stuff, you literally just make his mom Jessica. Because remember the whole time this thing was going on, we didn't know what Bailey's backstory was. Jessica lost her kid. We all thought the same shit. So I think that's how you tie it, and then he ends up having to be trained by Spider-Man because stuff going on with Jess. And I think that's how you connect the spider people who, without it being more natural than like being like, oh well, this other kid just randomly got bit. He falls.
I think if we use your premise, we have Peter trains Miles. Bailey comes like 2 seasons later. We do the same premise you just said. Bailey's just born with his powers. No spider bite. He's just born with it.
Yeah.
And then you just have Miles teach him instead of Peter. And that could be his moment. That's what I think you do.
There you go.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, we can all speculate on the success of Spider-Boy in the near future, but I think we have other topics to talk about too. So, guys, want
Just
to move
remember,
on?
audience, I have almost all of the Marvel figures besides one.
All right. Well, let's go.
And don't forget, Spider-Boy beat up a Hulk recently. Congrats to him.
Yeah. Chalk one up. Oh, wait, has Marvel ever inspired heroes of a new generation, of a whole generation?
Yes, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he get like cancer?
Why
I was like,
Carol became a hero in the first place. First of all,
remember all those sidekicks that were inspired by literally Spider-Boy Witch?
Who came before?
Well, to be fair, isn't one of them based off Carol, who's based on Marvel?
Oh.
And also, you don't get Kamala Khan without Carol, without Marvel. So
exactly, and plus we wouldn't have Hulkling or Genus or Phyla-Vell without Marvel. And plus, keep in mind, who was part of the reason why Groot even survived in his little miniseries? Marvel.
Look at the all new champions, audience. Yeah, those were all inspired by Bailey. Oh, and keep in mind, like apparently Bailey saved Spider-Man in his time. So yeah, we wouldn't have had Spider-Man without Spider-Boy.
All right, listen. Everybody is
Marvel. We wouldn't have Marvel as a concept without Marvel and Shazam.
All you're telling me is that actively Bailey's the reason that Peter's suffering right
now.
Right. Well, he's the reason Peter's still alive. So booyah, there you go.
So is a lot of people.
Sometimes that's not a good thing, man.
Yeah. So is a lot of people.
Gotcha. But anyway, I guess with that, we can move on to the next topic, guys. Oh my God.
Why does Captain Planet have a beard?
Yeah,
because he's me for real.
Yeah, I really like it. This is probably the best he looked in a long time.
I feel.
Can
I be
audience,
tired, bro.
Audience,
can I be
Captain
honest
Planet.
with you real quick about this? I feel like I need to see the in-comic arts to have like a full-on opinion. But based off this cover, he does not look well.
Hey, which they actually have a few preview pages on the article I posted on Hot Topics. But
Shit.
yeah,
I'll go look at that, and then I will give my full opinion on this.
This is.
Well, you got to remember, he's not well. Despite all his efforts to try to teach people, ain't nothing really changed. In fact, the world got worse.
Yep.
Noted. I'll keep that in mind. Keep in mind, I didn't grow up with Captain Planet either, so you know.
So yeah, audience is apparently Dynamite is going to give a modern reboot to Captain Planet here. So yeah, and and it's going to be written by David Pepose. You know, the writer of
Who's that?
The writer of that good book, Space Ghost, right now, and also
I heard about it.
Yeah, and also funny enough, they neglect to mention he also wrote that god awful Punisher.
Oh my God, I just read like the title of this article, and I'm gonna read it out for the audience. But it's like 33 years after his cartoon was canceled, Captain Planet is back, and in parentheses, and kind of hot in a new comic book.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so we can't read this book.
Yeah. Funny enough, they did say that they kind of wanted to modernize Captain Planet to the point of making him look like Chris Evans from Infinity War.
I mean,
you see that?
I think they failed. They failed miserably because that does not look like Chris Evans.
From Infinity War when he's the beard.
It's his beard and stuff.
That does not look like Chris Evans. Are you talking about just the beard by itself? Sure, that does not look like Chris Evans.
He looked like Chris Evans to me, Jake. All right, and he has a captain in his title. So
I don't even think they have the same head shape. I think his is skinny. It's got the Planet so skinny.
Okay, I saw the in comic art, and he does look a little bit better. I feel like it's just this cover that's throwing me off right now.
Gotcha. But yeah, also speaking of the modern updates, we also are going to get a modern take on all the Planeteers, and I luckily have the picture of that right here, guys.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was trying to like press on it to get like a better look at it, but it wouldn't let me. So that's like the best I was able to get.
Okay.
I know this hairstyle has been dead for like years, but I'm so glad like the emo chick doesn't have like the half shaven haircut. That should oh my god.
Oh,
that
there you go. You
oh
know,
that would have
She's
pissed
not
me off.
emo.
No, okay. Well, I mean like
She's
the
on
purple
purpose.
hair.
they're all activists.
Yeah.
I think we had like this discussion
What's wrong with
last
Captain
week.
Planet?
What? He looks like a Power Ranger in this
You
image.
don't see his arms being corrupted or something? Yeah, you don't see that on his design?
That's a shoulder pad. That's a shoulder pads, bro. That's the
clearly
Earth.
some corruption.
Did you post? Did you post the other covers?
Bro,
no,
wait,
I didn't.
wait, Austin, yo, peep this, bro. That's the Earth on him, bro. Look at that. That's Earth in the vines, bro. That's going around his heart. He is the planet, bro. He's our savior.
Yeah, he's being infected by pollution. How bad the planet's got. Look at that. That looks terrible. It looks like Venom trying to slowly eat it.
What, you were saying something?
You didn't post the other covers, did you?
I couldn't, man.
No.
There were just too many.
Okay, because there was this one cover where it looked like he had really thick thighs.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he got a BBL.
No, but this full body shot, I really like it though. I like it more than the other one though. Like you see him. He looks like this stoic figure of justice.
Yep. Everybody else. Go ahead.
Let me ask. Are the
Will
other
probably look the best here out of the casual designs. So he's definitely a little older version of regular self.
I think they all look okay. I don't know what they originally look like. I just like that they all look like.
The people who look the most drastically different are the two girls. Funny enough, the other three guys they look like they just a little bit older than their cartoon counterparts.
Yo, unless
you don't notice like the two girls standing right next to each other.
Unless if I'm gender blind, there's three.
No, the third girl don't count.
Gaia doesn't count. And plus, even Gaia,
but Jake, I'm about to post it
from the show. She's directly from the show too. You know.
I don't watch the show.
Kind of. She looks a lot younger.
I guess. But
I'm about to post it. You look.
Yeah.
Go to general.
But yeah, we had like this discussion like last week, I think, when like it comes to like bringing back previous franchises and the fear some fans have about the modernization of it when it comes to like diversity and inclusion or try and put modern day themes into this. Well, Captain Planet, I feel like you could just emphasize that because that's really what they were,
Because people are trying to kill the planet. I feel like we need Captain Planet back.
And they were inclusive as heck too.
What they try to change other people into, Captain Planet already was. So it's kind of interesting to see how they're going to do that. Because they're all probably going to be like protesting different types of pollution, I assume.
Yep.
There is a lot of pollution, so you got a lot to work with.
Yep, and Captain Planet's show was all about PSAs too. There was definitely an agenda that they were trying to get the message. Don't do drugs. Also, make sure
Jake, you see what we're talking about, right?
Oh,
you see the artwork, right?
What you mean the one that you sent in Discord?
Yeah.
No, I saw it. Yeah,
I think in general. I think I heard.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You see how drastically they look, right? How different they look.
I'm gonna lie to you. The new designs kind of cook better, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Most of them.
Hey,
which they had PSAs of everything from like, hey, don't forget to recycle, to also make sure your makeup is non-abusive to animals.
I checked. Don't worry about it.
I'll put it to you like this. When I look at Wheeler from the original, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I wouldn't really associate with you. But like Wheeler in the reboot, I'm like, damn, bro. I dap him up for real. Like, that dude looks kind of cool. Like,
no, man. Like natural glow up. I think he looks the best for me. The other two, like the blonde girl, redesigned like way more than like just a glow up.
Oh, no. She's got like fishnets now. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck happened? But
fishnets, her hair. They put black in her hair.
They look like the two girls look like modern day activists, just from my glance at least.
No, but I'm just saying like in terms of like as someone who like just
they look like they would have peaked on Tumblr.
I'm saying like these people to me, because I remember seeing Captain Planet like on YouTube when I was just like fucking around. I was like, man, these people look so lame.
like how Kwan became blacker, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I remember just like being like, damn, these people kind of look lame. I don't want to watch a show about this. I look at these people. I'm like, oh, they look, yeah. And I see Captain Planet over there.
That was my problem. Like with their powers, because some are like they can do a lot of cool stuff, but it's also like very limited. Same sense. Right. Oh yeah, I can shoot fire.
It's funny.
Is that it? Kind of.
It's funny you should bring that up too, Austin, because I hope in this comic they delve into how screwed that one South American kid was, and like, yay, everybody, you have one teammate who could shoot fire, the other one who could make typhoons, the other person who could create cliffs and rock slides. I have the power of heart.
Well, no, Heart was good.
What does that do? Gives people empathy?
No. Heart was great because he directly affected people and animals and stuff. He was pretty interesting.
You know what's crazy?
He can create empathy in people.
I hope that before they wrote this, they sat down and watched the Rick and Morty episode based on Captain Planet, and they're like, "Yeah, we can do action scenes like that." Yeah, let's just like, because if you want to see like,
I would like to see Captain Planet crash out about like the same, and not in the same way, but it's like. Everything I do to save the planet, y'all actively see me. Y'all know I exist. Y'all seen everything I do, and y'all still just slowly killing the planet. Y'all don't care. I would like to see kind of crash.
Cryptid. So like in Rick and Morty, I forgot what season is. Spoilers, but I really don't care about spoilers. It's out. It's been out for like years. Who cares?
It's like
there's an episode where Morty falls in love with his universe's Captain Planet called like Planetina. And she finds out that the Planeteers have been exploiting her for like money and profit, basically. As they got older. And so Morty goes full simp mode and just murders them all, but he steals one ring after the other and just like fucking does like these crazy ass maneuvers with the ring. I think one of them, like the air one, he shoves it in someone's mouth and just like pops his head open with it. It's like, if you want to see, there's like a whole action sequence on you can watch it on YouTube, but it's like if you want to see how deadly these fuckers could be, if they just like locked in, that's great. I don't want to.
Hey, you want to see how deadly Captain Planet can be? Go watch a Don Cheadle video of him.
I still
Don Cheadle. Don
Cheadle's whole Captain Planet thing is crazy.
Dude, he took the whole going green to a whole new level. Oh, I'll force y'all to be green whether you want to or not. So
as for Captain Planet himself, he looks kind of cool in this one. Like in this one, I'm like, damn, that's a protector, bro. He about to save the damn planet. No, not this one. This fucking ugly.
I want to see how that turns out.
Like the Captain Planet on that cover that you showed us literally looks like one of those Gen Xers that would be like, it's like talking shit about Gen Z for no reason. No, specifically on that one cover, not in the other art.
Wow. Well, I happen to thought that cover looked pretty cool. Maybe because it looked like
Captain Planet.
No. It's a cool thing. I'm just saying, it makes me more curious about like how pollution's affect them. Because like you think, look at his arm, something clearly going on.
And if this is the reboot, I think it's like shoulder pads from like Earth and shit. But if you want to say he's corrupted, I mean, they could just say it's like the evil Captain Planet they got in that show.
Oh, Captain Pollution.
Yeah, Captain Pollution. Yeah,
but if you know how he looked like that show, it is a situation. He's definitely been affected.
When your polluting powers combine, I am Captain
I'll be so mad if after all my protecting of the Earth, the only upgrade they give me is shoulder pads.
Yeah,
and depending on the cover, a BBL.
I think they were going because the reason it seems like because first off, it looks like it's the Earth and roots going into his body, which accentuates the Earth, the protector of the planet feel. Also, it's evocative of Power Rangers, like the Ranger shield, which is what I think about when I look at it. So it's like, Tommy. So
dude, I think it's showing the corruption of how deep is going into how deep the planet being affected. Captain Planet being affected.
If he gets, I'm just saying, if he has battle armor, it better be solar powered battle armor.
There you go. You know what? Who's making this comic? What studio is making this comic?
Dynamite. It's
Dynamite. So they be big gargoyles and all that.
Damn, bro. I wanted it to be Boom, because then they could do Wild Force finally meets the Planeteers. That'd be fucking crazy. Power Rangers Wild Force.
Maybe first 50th anniversary. Maybe first 50th anniversary you could do that.
Yeah,
But I just reading on the article, it seems like the whole crew behind this reboot of Captain Planet, they're all going to have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be released on April 23rd, which I found out it's actually Earth Day.
I
And
love
they also
that.
Yep, and also they also made sure to state that the comic that the paper that they're going to be using for this comic is going to be made of 70% recycled paper. So like,
yo, recycle your comics, bro. Throw it in the trash when you're done.
Nah, I like my comics.
I like it when studios go the extra mile.
Did you actually see the images, bro? Did you see the images of the comic?
No.
I'm about to post these. You have to see this.
Yeah, you got to see it. I just looked at it.
This artist definitely said, "No, I do comic books, boy. Y'all better watch it."
Yeah, I like the ink of the
Look at
art
this.
of the art.
It's in general.
Okay.
Damn, bro. Nah, Captain Planet looks like a Chad in this one, bro. Look at him.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna pick this up.
You see, on this page, it looks more like what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
to a degree. It looks more like dirt, but in the picture the Crypto had, it looks black.
Oh no, because his eyes look evil on that one too. His eyes look. I'm just tired. But I
like that. I like this little like one panel where he's shooting up from the earth, and it looks like he's fully made of like dirt and roots and the core. If that makes sense, I think that's really cool.
You put like this, and like the design makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were just like an upgrade because I think the goal of this one was just not to make him look so like dorky. Like I hate to say it, like he kind of looked a little bit dorky in there. Yeah. So
well, to be fair, people thought Captain Planet was just straight up gay. Like no, gay people. That was just the thing that people thought. People thought Captain Planet was gay.
Austin, go for it if you're doing this modern update to Captain Planet, because that will fit with this route. Because remember, the Planeteers were all about representation. Really, they made sure they have one person to represent as many cultures as possible, or a diversity.
Yeah,
so,
do that with the Planeteers. I don't think Captain Planet should be anything, to be honest.
Yeah, I think like if you're the spirit of the planet, you should be like ace as fuck, bro. You should be like, I just love everybody.
You should either be all for all of it or none of it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Pretty much,
You either be Pan or you either be Ace.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
and I don't think there'll be much of a vocal backlash against that, because again, Planeteers are all about representation.
You haven't been on Twitter for long.
If they make them Pan, then sure. If they make them Ace, people will be like, well, okay. Like people won't like it because it's just a title, but it'll be alright.
Yeah.
People will still find a way to be like, they're ruining my childhood. It's like he's literally the planet.
It's about. I understand to a degree. It's about having everything have to be titled now. Everyone have to have some type of title. Like, oh, you're that. You have to be like you have to be autistic and stuff like that. Like, I understand people don't like titles in general. Whether the title makes sense or not.
Even if they don't put a title specifically, you exhort some flavor of representation. There's gonna be people who have a problem with it.
Yo, shout out to autistic people though, because in some movies they get treated like trash.
Love y'all.
They get treated like
autistic. Okay,
what are you talking about, bro? Predator made them superheroes.
That's what I'm saying. Because autistic people get kind of treated like trash in those movies, bro.
Which I learned that some people in that community don't like when they're depicted as having superpowers in movies. So like,
dang,
they're like sometimes they just want to be autistic.
Okay, and then they did it in Predators and did it in Proud Family. Me and Jake talked about it.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys talked about that. But yeah,
they made the youngest kid Storm for some reason because he had autism.
Proud Family is an example of like sometimes it's okay to just like stop your creatives from doing whatever they want. That's what that was a lesson in,
But yeah, as far as this goes, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. Just for the authenticity of saying like, hey, it's being printed on recycled paper. You don't see that much in other comics. So I like it when comic books industries go that extra mile.
They made it recycled. They made it recyclable paper, but you're not recycling that comic.
It's saving trees from saving other trees from having to be cut down to print paper, Jake. That's what it is, all right?
But the cycle ends with you. Like it's not. It doesn't.
No. What if I get a comic from someone else? It's recycled, okay? And we gotta pass it on.
I could do that with a normal comic book, though. I don't understand. It's
Yeah, but it's not really recycling. It's you already messed up by buying it, okay?
all right.
Gotcha. But all right then. You guys have any final thoughts before we move on?
No, I'm doodling a character I like, so yeah, you can move on.
Oh, you know what?
Planet has any supervillains other than himself? I mean, other than like
I'm sure
evil
he
version himself?
Capitalism. You would have a problem with capitalism.
Like outside of that.
Because he's not known for boxing.
Austin, in the original.
No, but that's exactly what I mean, though. The comic medium, like you have like the Fantastic Four writer right now. I don't really want to see him just like solve the environmental problem. Oh, the ice caps are melting. Let me freeze them back up. Like I don't.
Austin, in the
I don't know issue for that.
Austin, in the Captain Planet show, they went out of their way to like villainize anything that could be any industry that could be harmful to the planet, whether that be oil diggers or garbage men or corporates or even
so like I remember I would say they couldn't. He wasn't fighting them. He would just like come in, he'll grab them, like fly them around for a second, but he would like fight. This is a comic medium.
What he's saying,
fight unless you're that good at writing environmental problems.
Also, what he's saying is that he goes after people who harm the environment, which is mainly America. So what he's saying is he's going to be boxing Donald Trump by issue 12.
Yeah, beat his
ass. You're joking. If it ends with him fighting the president or something, that'd be kind of cool.
I want to see.
Imagine he sounds like an actual fight. Like if I win, you do solar panels, you recycle, you do everything, you make it law. You put it in the Constitution.
I want them to have a Donald Trump stand-in.
And if you win, I'll submit to America.
I want a Donald Trump stand-in, but I want the fight to be like Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Revengeance, where it's like where you just have Captain Planet punch him, but he doesn't do anything. Yeah, nano machines, son.
And you know what?
You're joking. Donald Trump was in a comic book. He was in a Death Note sequel. It was very funny.
Yeah, oh my god! Someone needs to kill him. Someone needs to kill him. It'll be me. Give me a Death Note and put me in that universe. I'll do it, no problem.
Gotcha. And you know what's good about that pitch is that it fits in line with something that they would have done with the '90s too. You know,
Cryptid. As an American, I need you to at some point this week, I need you to go on YouTube and look up Metal Gear Solid Revengeance Final Boss, and it is the most American thing you have ever seen in your life. I promise you. Like, you'll never
I'll check it out. I'll check it out at some point.
You will be quoting the senator by the end of the week, bro. I promise you.
Gotcha. All right, guys. I think we're all going to be picking up.
That's very cool, Senator. But I don't see a sword. My sword says I made it the fuck up.
Also, Jake, thank you for giving me the opportunity to post tweets about something I'm not fully well versed in, but I know enough about it to make a tweet.
Yeah, well, you know, there you go.
What?
Yeah, Captain Planet, motherfuckers.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's just Don Cheadle's version. He said that specifically.
Yep, I have that GIF up right now.
Gotcha. But, all right, guys. I think we should move on to next few topics. We still got a few more to go. So, all right.
Oh,
there you go. Austin, you want to do the honors of this one?
Yeah,
why are you pointing with both hands, bro? That looks
stupid. Hey, this was the picture from the article.
Yeah. No, I see it. No,
he looked like he was about to do like the Itachi forehead poke.
Yeah.
Okay. Since Austin isn't doing it, I'll name this topic. Marvel editor reveals that they originally wanted to make Daredevil a villain because of Fox.
I don't understand. Like why? Like when? Where? Like at what point?
Because remember
when Fox still fully owned Daredevil, just like with X-Men and stuff. With X-Men and Fantastic Four, they just stopped writing them or tried to push the humans and stuff. With Daredevil, they want to turn him a villain because Daredevil sells too much to be written out.
Okay.
Yep.
So they did Shadowland.
Shadowland, yeah.
But Shadowland had Daredevil turn evil, but they revealed at the end he were like possessed by the beast of the hand, and then that's how they copped it out, and then they killed him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So like,
but
why didn't they just keep?
I don't see the timeline where they're gonna let him stay a villain.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
work.
understand. Yeah, I don't understand.
Well,
like, what made them stop? Like, try.
I guess they realized they could work something out with Disney. I guess So yeah.
I
someone
honestly
kicked it in.
think, I think because Daredevil. I think because, like you said, Daredevil's thing was running out. So like, oh, they ain't doing the Daredevil thing. The rights go back, and then it turns out they didn't. So we got the rights back regardless. So it kind of worked out. But it's also like, if you did that, you're losing like one of your only 3 street level people at that point. It was only Spiderman, him, and somebody else at the time. Because they weren't doing Luke Cage, they weren't doing Iron Fist, anybody else that people really like.
Austin.
And Daredevil was usually is a consistent hit. If they turn into a villain, his books were not going to sell.
Austin, I couldn't let them win.
What do you mean?
I couldn't let them win.
Yeah, I'm getting y'all won't get that.
But he gets it. That was for him. That was for him.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, this is the sort of tactic Marvel seems to be all too familiar with doing when it comes to self-sabotaging a character. So it's definitely interesting when you think that this was something that could have happened. Because hey, it's happening right now. We talked about this last week when it came to Ben Reilly, where they openly admitted, yeah, we're kind of trying to screw over Ben Reilly, so more of the spotlight can be put on Miles, and like other characters that they've tried screwing over the past couple of years. Off the top of my head, Punisher will be one. They tried doing that.
All
with
the X-Men.
Yes, they tried replacing them with the Inhumans, and I will put Captain America in this category because remember during Sam's peak as Captain America, they also made Steve Hydra. So okay, so that could be used as an example.
If I was Marvel, I go to a panel.
Still like that. Fuck people. I still like that. If they let Steve Empire go the original route that Nick Spencer wanted, I feel like that event would have been a lot better than what people thought think of it.
All the toys would have been put back in his toy box. I'll admit that, Austin. But
I feel like if I was Marvel and I was already at the point where I'm admitting like we're just screwing over characters for something, I'd sit down one day and I'd be like, we're not making any more like Ben Reilly comics, and then I would just let people figure out why, and I'd be like, and I would just like imply like, like if you really want him back, you don't have to watch a Sony movie. Why do you give Sony money? just not watch it at all. It's like, if you want this character back so bad, stop giving Sony money.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an industry that's so willing to, self-sabotage a golden goose. One of their golden gooses, But Marvel is one of them.
But my question is, it never works. Like, I don't think it ever works. I guess it just stops. It helps them, but like, it never works.
Right.
They made Spider-Man shitty for like years.
The only time it worked was what I think it worked a little bit with Fantastic Four in a sense, but that was mainly because the Fantastic Four also had a good send-off with Secret Wars before they split up. No. So people weren't really that mad that they were gone. But they was happy when they were back. But everyone else was like, I can see Wolverine right there. Just give me Wolverine. I can see him across the street.
I mean, my problem with it is that they do it so they're not helping the quote unquote enemy, but it doesn't like stop the enemy at all. You know what I mean? It doesn't stop Sony. They're just gonna keep going because they don't care. You know what I mean?
Well, it's weird because it's more about like not giving them more stuff they can use, but it's also like, couldn't they just use him as a villain and later on then like they just use what you're doing now, and they do it better than you. You're gonna look stupid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Fox, so that wasn't gonna happen.
I think it does go to the point of
that's
like,
also
I think it does go to a point of you not wanting to do new stuff with the character so that the other side could build off of that.
But like it doesn't like so like for instance,
if they're building up Miles, who the other side does have, and they're not using Ben Reilly. That's who you should be building up there in that case, right?
But here's my thing. It's like Like take Craven for instance. It's like it doesn't matter what they were gonna adapt, it would have still been shit because Sony is terrible. So it doesn't like it's at the point where it's like when you realize that the company is the other side is just terrible at adapting your shit, just ignore them.
Yeah,
like, it
if
doesn't
you want
matter.
to watch, audience, if you want to watch a good movie that came out around Christmas time that has Aaron Taylor Johnson in it, go watch Nosferatu. You'll thank me later.
Sony is so hell bent. If this is to, well, I mean, like we're talking about Fox, but keeping this to modern day, if Sony is so hell bent on making money with Spider-Man, not giving them new ammunition is not really going to stop them. What really stops them is just when they stop making money. And these movies don't make money anymore. so and if Shamik Moore has something to say about it, the next Spider-Verse movie might not make money either. So I'm saying, like, so
it's just
I don't know.
Who knows? It's just whatever the company standards are at the time. What they
This is a weird
believe
standard.
will be beneficial. I recall, like, this was when this was a discussion that happened when it came to Gwenpool, right? Because I recall, she became popular because of her variant cover. So popular with cosplayers that Marvel's like, okay, we see an audience, let's make a comic for Gwenpool. But at the same time, Deadpool is a Fox-owned property, right? So, okay, we'll make a Gwenpool comic, but we have to have two restrictions. One, she can have nothing to do with, no connection at all with Deadpool. And two, she can have nothing to do with Gwen Stacy. Because remember, Gwen Stacy at the time was part of Spider-Man, and Spider-Man was owned by Sony at the time,
Okay, but like, question: was Deadpool affected by this too? Like, were they just making shitty Deadpool runs, or were Deadpool like cool at this time?
No, I mean Deadpool was at his all-time high at that point. Actually, like they knew he was still a moneymaker, so they
It kind of depends on what you mean by high for Deadpool. Because that was his best writer, but after that, like every run of Deadpool is written so differently that it's hard to say if they actually did try to do anything with Deadpool after that book.
Around the time zone, you had Daniel Way's run, which was where the whole meme of Deadpool was a thing. And then afterwards, it was Jerry Duggan's run, which was the most phenomenal Deadpool run of all time. But yeah.
But like, see how little this affected? Because in the end of the day, all the rights went back to Marvel anyway. Like these stunts they do have so little effect because it just matters about how good the studio. Like, it's not like they're worried about James Gunn doing a Marvel movie. Then I'd be like, yeah, like, fucking take this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. But it's like when your competition was Fox and Sony, you're worried about them doing something good with your characters? Hell no. The only good property Fox had consistently was Deadpool. But even then, it went back to Marvel. So I don't know. That seems like a dumb stunt. That's all. So
yeah, you can do,
That was funny to the dead. Whatever DC was paying James Gunn, if I was one, I would have paid him double to come drive stuff.
Just watch how quickly Marvel says we're not doing Spider-Man anymore. Spider-Man comics are done. We're it's over.
They would have killed Spider-Man on speed meal. Peter would have been.
It would have been the most brutal.
The whole Spider-Verse would have been deleted.
It would have been the brutal death of the Spider-Verse. Deleted. No Spider-Man for the next 10 years. It's just over.
But gotcha. But all right then. Guess with that, you guys will move on. Got two more topics left. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Austin, this is you, dude.
Right.
But
okay. Do you use both pictures or this picture? I just want to know.
Just this picture.
Black Panther.
That's fine.
The Black Panther.
So, and the Black Panther, golly, the real tried to kill me. And Black Panther Ultimate, I think number 16.
Yeah.
So, like, if people don't know, vibranium in this universe works differently, and Black Panther has a deeper connection with it. He has like a telekinetic connection with it in this universe. Apparently, it's going to be used against him. So instead of his regular suit, he has to strip down and go to the cloth suit. And the reason I posted this picture and these things encrypted was because I was like, bro, they're making him Bat Panther. He's basically Batman. Now you look, feel like if you look at the other photo and this photo, they did the mouth. He really has Batman cowls on right now. He just doesn't have the ear. It's just Batman.
I could bring up the other photo if you want, Austin. She's gonna take a few minutes.
Yeah, the other photo emphasizes the mouth a little bit more.
Yeah,
but you see him right here, right in front of the moon. So there's some Batman stuff, man.
In the other picture talk Austin's referring to, like Black Panther is literally on the rooftop looking at Wakanda. So let me bring it up. Hold on a sec.
He looks like that looks like Nick Fury's old Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. suit. Like, but black. It's got the little sash on it.
You're right. Yeah. Like we had like the regular like belts and stuff. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they gave him the full Batman cowl, where's the full like outline. His regular suit already had his mouth out, but it looks terrible to me. This one looks a lot better. But then I realized, oh, they just ripped off Batman. I just don't understand. Yeah, look at him. That's Batman, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy, bro.
This is Catman. This is Catman and God.
Yeah. He has the ears and everything too, and the cape. Okay, hopefully they'll do a better job at this route than they did with Eve Ewing's route, because you remember the whole I'm going to patrol the mean streets of Wakanda. You know, so
okay, I'm not allowed in Wakanda, but the ghetto right outside of Wakanda, I can do that.
Okay, but that might be better. I mean, it's not like you have. It's not like there's a neighboring country near Wakanda that's in need of a superhero protecting the streets, right? Guys?
Who's in charge of who's this Commissioner Gordon? Who's the WCPD's finest, bro?
It's gonna be M'Baku.
I think it might be Killmonger.
Damn, bro.
Oh.
There we go. In the next issue, the Sorcerer Supreme, whose name I can't remember right now, she's going to do something to the vibranium he's wearing, which is probably why he has to take it off to save his life, because it's corrupting him. It's making him more prone to kill and stuff right now in the current book.
Dang.
But if they're going to like the full, we all have to dress down, we can't use vibranium. Like, this could change Wakanda as a whole if they all have to stop using vibranium. Is it just Black Panther, or is it everybody? Because that changes everything.
Yeah, definitely for sure. You know, damn. Hey,
I have a question. Because we stopped in the Ultimate Universe. I got a question. Did the Maker kill Namor? Do we know?
No, he shows up next Captain America issue.
Damn. Negative 1,000 aura for the Maker, bro. That's crazy. I still remember.
To be fair, if his whole beef is with Reed, I'll keep Namor alive too.
Nah, because like in the Ultimate Universe, in his Ultimate Universe, Namor stole a kiss from Sue and then looked at Reed and he's like, yeah, she liked it. I would let that slide.
To be fair, we have not seen what Namor looks like, so he might have done something to Namor. We don't even know if Namor King of Atlantis. We just know he's in the next issue and they're fighting the Red Skull gang.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
I kind of said the same thing. I was kind of like, bro, Namor would be the first dude I told you.
Right. It would have been Reed and then Namor in that order, bro. Like,
you know what the Maker would have done? He would have shrunken Namor down and put him in the fish tank.
There you go.
Like a goldfish.
He would have made Namor a woman. Now you have to deal with the same stuff you made everyone else deal with. Congratulations.
Yeah. But all right then.
But, I really like the suit though. I like it a lot better than his regular suit right now. I just hope I really hope it's not just Black Panther Batman, bro.
Just have him go to that neighboring country that's war torn, you know? Have him help that country, you know?
They do the scene from the Batman.
I also like to point out to people, this is the first uniform change in all of the new Ultimate Universe, by the way.
Well, that's
and
not
technically
true
the Ultimate X-Men girlies don't even have uniforms, so you know.
That's not true because even though it's the same suit, Spider-Man changes his suit sometimes. So.
No. That's still one, so that don't count. This is a whole different material.
This is a whole different look. Okay. Also, Austin, I like your new profile pic.
Well, here's the thing.
Thank you, but here's the thing.
All right, you gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, be a little bit quicker. Sorry,
hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I put that on 4.
Yeah.
Anyways, audience, if you can guess who I'm drawing at the time of us recording this, you'll get an invisible gold star.
There you go.
Cool.
We brought him up earlier. That's all I gotta say. Headphones will go back on.
2 more topics left, you know.
All right. Well, we only have one more topic, really. So.
Oh, never mind then. All right. Fuck me, I guess.
But all right then.
No,
yeah, it's a nice
good,
status
Jake.
quo. It's a nice status quo shift. But all right, let's move on to the next topic, audience. And the last topic of the night
is Luna, Snow, and Dazzler crossover comic.
Yay! Concert of Champions, audience. Yay.
We need that one. We need that one mutant kid who has the ability to like have different powers with different types of music.
No, that'll be something. But what we're getting though, which is Spider-Gwen playing the drums in the background.
Fucking hell!
You know what? Which that idea you just said, I'm workshopping that idea right now. I'm workshopping it right now.
And yeah, we also
really messed up not having Drax here to play the saxophone.
That's true.
And then it looks like it's gonna be an all-girl band. Awesome, it makes me feel better.
So you get, so you know what you do? You know what you do? You get Blade's daughter.
No, that doesn't make me feel better. It makes me feel worse. That it's not inclusive.
You get, you know what you do? You get Blade's daughter in on this shit, bro. That's what you do.
She's not a musician. Come on.
Yeah, but she can learn. Her father could teach her. She got that in her genes.
Okay. There's a difference between starting to learn, like getting into the music career, than performing like with like actual pop stars. And
when you're the daughter of the greatest vampire hunter in the world, okay, there's nothing you can do.
Oh, you mean you're the daughter of the person who tried turning the whole world into vampires? Oh, yeah. I'm sure everybody wants to see you. I'm sure everybody wants to see more. You know.
But that means you didn't watch South Park Scripted. I'll have you know they revealed that all black people can play the bass.
What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that?
Okay. Well, it said we need more Luna Snow panel time, so I'm glad we're having this issue. She needs more spotlight, really. But one thing I kind of request that they do, we need to get an actual music video of this. Because one thing I've been liking about what they've been doing with Luna Snow is they actually have had music videos of her, right, sung by actual K-pop stars.
People are claiming, people are saying that she's an industry plant, but I'm keeping like, okay, bitch, but Captain Carter's right there. You leave my girl Luna alone. I don't get much Korean representation. You're gonna let me have this.
The more I hear people say industry plant, the more I hear people say industry plant, the more I'm like, do people know what that is? But jury's out.
I would say Miss Marvel's an industry plant, textbook example of that. But
Kamala Khan?
Come out, yeah. Dude, they forced her to be a success. They forced her to, headline a lot of shows.
No, hold on.
But she doesn't have a book.
Luna Snow kind of is. She's not in the sense of like her character is, but as a pop star she is. But she went from being a nobody to suddenly be the one of the most world-known singers of all time, like out the blue. That's an industry plant.
You have to ask yourself, what's an industry plant? Because like an industry plant to me is like what Austin just described, but like Kamala Khan was popular, and then they were just like, well, let's just push her a little more. It wasn't like they were forcing her. He was like, she was already.
That wasn't a little more, Jake. Like remember, that was in Avengers Assemble, she was a teammate alongside Captain America and Iron Man, and then in the Spider-Man show, she became a recurring character. Spider-Man.
That's pushing a little more. That's like we can't push characters at all. Because like, I mean, Spider-Man was eventually an Avenger. We didn't call him an industry plant. They pushed him in that, but that's because they were just putting him in. Well,
no, at that stage, he earned that spotlight, man.
When do you say they earned it? But when do you say they earned it? That's what I'm saying. Like, and also it's
when
like
he makes the sales.
Also, the comic book Avengers weren't like big deals. Like there were no sellers. That's why they had the Avengers title. It wasn't until the movies they were like that. It was like he was just on that team. He was on that team to sell the book, if anything. But I'm just saying, I struggle to call a lot of things industry plants. That's just me.
Gotcha.
You know what? Just to spite Cryptid, Spider Boy's an industry plant. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, Dan
There you go.
Slott.
No.
Fuck
You want
guys.
to talk? No, actually, that's a good point. You want to talk about the industry plant? It's Spider Boy. This dude comes out of nowhere.
He's making the sales. He's making the merchandise.
Oh, now the sale. Oh, now it matters. Okay.
Now it's about the fucking sales. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm just saying, after Kamala Khan's, first writer left the book, she's been struggling. I mean, hey, she doesn't have a book. They had to force her to be a mutant, didn't they? I don't see them forcing
I don't
Spider
even
Boy
think
to
she was
be
supposed to
mutant.
be a mutant.
No. You know what? Crypto. You know what they did? They forced Spider Boy to exist. They said this man can't be on his own, so we're gonna force him to be retconned in the main timeline. We're gonna make up a backstory that Peter let a 10-year-old be his sidekick, even though he would never do that. We said that this dude was actually the most important person in Peter's life for a period of time you don't remember.
Audience, you see what I have to deal with? A bunch of people who want to bully a 10-year-old child.
No,
I'm just saying. You want to come at Kamala Khan? You want to come at Kamala Khan? You better come at Spider Boy too.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, Jake. Let me see the next Avengers game be all about Spider Boy as the main character. Then.
I would love to see. I would love to see it. I would love to see that. I would love to see them try.
Okay. Yeah, we waited all these years for Avengers to get their own PlayStation game, only for it to be about Kamala Khan as the main character.
That's okay. That worked as a story. The problem is the gameplay, not the story.
Keep telling yourself that, man. Keep telling yourself that.
It did. What was your problem with Avengers? What was your problem with Avengers? Oh wait, actually, hang on. Do we have time? Yeah, we got time. What was your problem with Avengers? What was your problem with the Avengers? The story or the gameplay?
Hey, I mean, I was okay with the story because I was a Kamala Khan fan, but I gotta admit that yes, they turned an Avengers game into a Kamala Khan story.
With all the Avengers getting character development and Kamala Khan, it wasn't just about her. It was about the whole team.
She was the main character. Who was the final battle?
That's fine. They gave you a That's fine. They give you a ride-along character for this whole Avengers saga.
That was not a ride-along character, man. Yes. She was the main character.
She's the definition of ride-along. Her purpose is to be a new person into the Avengers world, meeting the characters, showing you how they work, showing you how they are. She has her own arc, of course, but that is a ride-along character. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I gotcha. But anyway, going back to the main topic at hand, audience. So yeah, we're getting Contra the Champions as a one shot to celebrate like a bunch of the big pop stars in Marvel. In which, Luna Snow, good on her. She's getting a resurgence of popularity thanks to the video game out right now. And hopefully we get another music video of her. So yay.
Right. Yeah, hopefully. Mm-hmm. Well, who knows?
Gotcha.
What's your favorite music video of her? Have you listened to all of them?
Let's see. I've listened to all of them. I can't name them by names, but I think it's the second ones. It's the one where she has the image of her with longer hair. I'll post that maybe like that.
Do you remember what it's called?
I forgot what it's called, man.
Hold on, I can look on YouTube.
It's been so long, all right,
I mean, if you can't remember, it's all good. It's all good. I'll just check it out. I'll check it out later.
She has I think she has a few.
She has several.
Yeah. There's I really wanna fly away, which is basically the same title and like maybe.
I was about to say. I was like, what's going on?
That was like the same song.
Is it the sequel?
Here's the one. It's the one called Tonight. So that's a good one.
I gotta find it.
Yep. Luna Snow Tonight.
And Tonight was the first one, I think. That was the one that came with Marvel Future Fight when she was invented.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't remember. I was only playing the game. I don't really care about the character.
Just like, I don't give a fuck about you. What's she gonna do her Marvel Rivals song? Like the one like, it's a Marvel Rivals.
That's gonna come up for a DLC.
She's like pop, 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 Marvel Rivals. Yeah.
But gotcha.
The lead for the Marvel Rivals soundtrack is already out. Maybe they give her the main song, the trailer song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
They just title it Doom's at it again.
There you go. But
Oops,
all right.
Doom did it again. Just a remix
Gotcha. But all right then. Any final thoughts on this before we end the night, guys?
No, but I guess I'm gonna I'm gonna have Luna Snow songs as my top songs on Spotify now.
Cool.
If they even have them.
Cool. But yeah, we finished a little bit early, but hey, there you go. Under 2 hours.
I can get back
They
to
should
my
have had the
Marvel
lead
drawing.
singer be. They should have made Black Bolt the lead singer.
I could tell. You were worried about us taking too long because you kept trying to rush us the whole time. But I was like,
Well, he's tired. That man been gone for like the first 30 minutes.
You know, that is true. That is true.
Guys, I have the most amount of reasons to be tired in all these Monday nights, just to let you know. You know,
that's fair.
On top of working all day at my job, which is physically demanding, I have kung fu literally before this. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But all right then.
Yeah.
All right,
stay tuned for us tomorrow, audience, and we'll be reviewing comics.
See you tomorrow, fam squad.
Yeah. So
See y'all later.